Unit 3C, I Used to Be a Rebel. This is Mick Jagger from the famous British band The Rolling Stones. You might know the song Moves Like Jagger. A rebel is someone who doesn't follow the rules. The picture here is of a student who doesn't follow the rules. Can you list the number of rules that he's breaking? Look at the pictures and answer the following questions for yourself. Have you ever gone somewhere without telling your parents where you were? Have you ever shoplifted? Do you drink lots of alcohol? Do you smoke? Do you pierce yourself? Do you cut yourself? Have you ever run from the cops? Do you skip a lot of classes? Please pause the video and answer the questions yes or no. If you have answered yes to 2 or more questions, then maybe you're a rebel too. Look at the photos on this and the next page, then read the article about Mick Jagger. Then answer the following 3 questions. Did Mick Jagger say he was a rebel? Does his friend Dick Taylor say he was a rebel? And finally, do you think he was a rebel? Please pause the video, read the article on this and the next page, and answer the 3 questions. Did Mick Jagger say he was a rebel? He told a journalist, in fact, he hated school and he used to be a rebel. So the answer to question number 1 is yes. Question number 2, what does his friend Dick Taylor think? He says that Mick didn't used to be a rebel at all. In fact, he was quite bright and used to work hard. He also used to do a lot of sport. So the answer to question number 2, does his friend Dick Taylor say he was a rebel? The answer is no. Please pause the video and underline the 6 phrases with used to or didn't used to in the text about Mick Jagger. Did you find all 6? On this page, he used to be a rebel. He didn't used to do the homework. He used to break the rules all the time. And the 3 on this page, Mick didn't used to be a rebel at all. Used to work hard and used to do a lot of sport. Look at the 2 questions. Does used to refer to the present or the past? 2. Does used to refer to things that happened once or for a long time? Please pause the video and answer these 2 questions. Let's check our answers. Used to refers to the past, and it refers to things that happened for a long time. Let's look at the form for used to. She used to wear glasses, positive. Negative, we use didn't. She didn't used to wear glasses. And for questions, we use did. Did she used to wear glasses? Yes, she did. Or the negative, no, she didn't. There is no change to the form with a change in the subject. Notice in positive statements, we have USED, used, but for negative, only USE, used. Also in questions, we have USE. Look how Tony has changed. This is a picture of Tony in 1998. This is a picture of Tony now. Write sentences about what Tony used to be like. For example, he used to wear jeans. He used to have a beard. He didn't used to eat meat. So please now pause the video and write 3 more sentences about what Tony used to be like or didn't used to be like. Look how much Katie has changed. This is a picture of Katie in 1998. This is a picture of Katie now. In the past, she used to wear dresses. She didn't used to ride a motorbike. So please pause the tape and write 4 more sentences about what Katie was like in the past, using used to or didn't. Grammar. Complete the sentences with the correct form of used to and the verb in brackets. Example number 1. Did you used to enjoy maths at school? Look at use. U-S-E, not U-S-E-D. Let's look at example number 2. I didn't used to like flying, but I love it now. Negative statement. Again, use U-S-E. Pause the tape and then complete questions 3 to 8. Grammar. Pause the tape and read the information about the 6 people. Make questions about the 6 people with used to. For example, number 1. Did Laura used to be a teacher? No, she didn't, but she is now. Number 2. Did Tim used to eat meat? Yes, he did. Please pause the tape and make sentences for 3 to 6. Please pause the tape and complete 2 sentences about each of these people using used to. Look at the photos of Melissa when she was at school and today. How has she changed? Pause the tape and write your answer. Listen to Melissa talking about her school days. Was she a rebel or a good girl at school? What does she do now?
"7.6. How old are you in the photograph, Melissa?
12 or 13, I think.
Did you like school?
Not really,
Why not?
because I didn't like any of the subjects. Well, that's not quite true. I liked English, but that was the only lesson I used to look forward to. I didn't like maths, didn't like science at all, and I hated PE. I used to argue with the PE teacher all the time. She used to make us do impossible things we couldn't do, like climbing ropes and jumping over the horse. I think she just wanted to humiliate us.
Were you a good girl at school?
It depends what you mean by good. I didn't smoke. I didn't used to write graffiti on the walls or anything like that, but I was a bit of a rebel. I used to break rules all the time, and of course the teachers didn't like that.
What sort of rules did you break?
Well, for example, the school was very strict about the school uniform. We had to wear a blue skirt, and the skirt had to cover our knees. I used to make the skirt shorter, and then I sometimes used to wear blue socks and a black sweater, like in the photograph, instead of a grey sweater and grey socks. The teachers used to get really angry. I just thought it was silly.
What did you want to be when you were at school?
I wanted to be a lawyer.
Why?
Well, there were a lot of American TV programs and films about lawyers at the time, and I used to think it would be fun to argue with people all day.
So why did you become a primary school teacher?
Lots of reasons. But I think the main reason is that both my parents were teachers, and they both used to tell me, when you grow up and get a job, don't be a teacher. So, as I was a rebel, I did exactly the opposite.
Pause the video and answer the questions. Was she a rebel or a good girl at school? What does she do now? Listen again. Mark the sentences 1 to 8, either true T or false F. Think about 8 habits that you used to do but don't do now. A sport you used to play but don't now. A singer or band you used to listen to but don't now. A kind of food or drink you didn't used to like but like now. A game you used to play a lot but don't now. A pet you used to have but don't have now. Something you used to wear but don't now. A TV program you used to watch a lot but don't now. An actor or actress you used to like but don't now. Pause the video and write your answers in your book. This is the end of the video. Make sure you have completed the answers in your book for your teacher to check.